Welcome to Worldwide Wellness Wednesday. I only have to say that once because that one was a tongue twister. I'm honored to be the match that lights this fire tonight. And so get ready to get your notebooks ready, get ready to take some notes, clean out your eyes, open up your ears, because tonight we are talking with a true health pro and hearing some incredible testimonials from some real people getting real results. This is an amazing nutritional product line that absorbs directly to the cells. We are called 3 International, guys. Know that at 3, we don't make any claims about to prevent, to cure, or diagnosing the disease. But when you give the body the right nutrition that is absorbed, the body is the miracle. I'm your host. I'm Chris Mcelroy. We just recently moved, a little bit about me anyways. We just recently moved from Colorado to the sunshine state of Florida. And I can tell you, we love every minute of it. It's beautiful here. We just sold 2 of our businesses. I was in lawn care for 20 years. And my wife had a small rag distribution company. My lovely wife, Jenna, the love of my life, I should say, we agreed that this is the right decision. We will soon be married for 13 years this September, and we have 4 amazing children, 2 daughters, 1 son, and a Labrador. Of course, he is my child. I love that puppy dog. Anyways, why 3? That's pretty easy. Number 1, we have been through a lot of health issues with one of our daughters. So, and without making any claims, I just want to say we've seen huge health improvements. That is that's my heart. That's really why we are here today. That is my number 1. I'd say number 2 is we love helping others. That really is it as well. You know, we love helping others, and there's nothing like being able to work from anywhere. That gives us opportunity. That gives my family freedom to do the things that we love to do, and it really gives our children that experience to travel and see things that they've never been able to see or wouldn't be able to if we didn't have that freedom, or if we were just, tied down with different jobs. The last is in 3. I shouldn't say the last, but 3 is leadership. It's the best in this company, bar none. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And I only want to work for a company that really cares about its people like this company does. So I want to say, introduce a few people who have some incredible testimonials and share their testimonials. And then I just want to say, guys, if you would please just tell us your story and what changes have you seen from these products. And Lynde Turner, who's our health pro, Lynde, she holds a bachelor degree in nursing and former registered ICU nurse. She's also served as a director of quality assurance and patient safety officer for 5 years at 2 different healthcare organizations, and was responsible for infectious control, risk management, and quality assistance. Wow. It looks like Lynde homeschools your 2 boys. I can definitely relate to that. I know how that goes. We're homeschooling our kids right now and love it. Enjoys the outdoors and off-roading with her family, and travel in the RV. Free time. You have all that. I love it. So Lynde, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? More than just that, I guess.
Hey, how is everybody tonight? Oh my gosh, Chris, thank you for that introduction. I really don't know what else to say. That's kind of me in a nutshell. Long story short, how I got introduced, I think that's usually when you're looking at something like this, or you've been introduced to something like this, supplements or something in the wellness field, or something like our company here at 3, you wonder, how are medical professionals taking this? How many doctors are looking at this? How many nurses? Because it's kind of important when you look at a company like this, are medical professionals looking at it at the same time as you? And the answer is overwhelmingly yes. And the reason for me that I started looking at this industry, you can see all my accolades and stuff. I will tell you, it's a lot less glamorous than it sounds because with all of that, required 80 plus hours work every single day on a or every single week on a 40-hour week salary. Anybody want to work double for like less pay? Nobody wants that. And that's what happens a lot of times for people like physicians and nurses, especially in the healthcare world, is that you sign on the dotted line and you have a lot less time with the things that really matter, like your family and your children. And that's where I found myself. I actually started doing administration, so I had more time with my family. And lo and behold, the day that I'm going to get a little TMI with y'all, just FYI, disclaimer. The day I went into labor with my second son, the company that I'd worked for the past 5 years announced they were going bankrupt. And the department that I worked for, which had about 26-ish people, I was like second in command, only behind our vice president of quality for that whole organization. Our department went from 26 to 1. I was the last person left. And the only reason I was left is because my boss, who actually became one of my best friends, who actually partnered with me in 3, and she's amazing. If you ever meet Cassie Havel, you're going to be in for a treat. She required them let her go instead of me because I just had a baby and I had kids at home. And she was almost an empty nester. And she and I looked at each other and were like, this is not what we signed up for. I signed up for nursing to help people. I wanted to give back. I wanted to help people feel happier and healthier. And no one goes in the medical field thinking they're going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be real frank. No one goes into it for that because they won't last. And I got to take a look at the healthcare industry and realize that I was not doing what I set out to do. I didn't feel like I was helping people. I will tell you, in my 15 years as a nurse, there's not one single patient story I can give you where they left with less medication, with less pain, with feeling better. Now, we saved lives. I was an ICU nurse for years, but it didn't feel the way it was supposed to feel. And so I got introduced to this as a second option because, unfortunately, guys, sometimes you might need insurance in case your job actually quits you. And that's where I was. I would have never done this kind of thing. I had letters behind my name. I was a professional, not no, but heck no, over my dead body would I ever do something like this. I saw the people doing the leggings and the makeup lives, and it was never going to be me. But someone introduced me to this industry and this product line, and I got blown away. Guys, I wanted to help people and I wanted to do things naturally. And the modern medicine model doesn't really do those things very well. And so this is the best of both worlds. When you look at 3, you are looking at the best of pharmaceutical technology, the best scientific advancements melded with the best that homeopathic and holistic medicine has to offer. It is the best of both worlds. So you can get all of the best things wrapped up in one tiny little bundle, actually great big bundle with a huge bow on top. And you're going to get products that truly work because we take great ingredients that the Lord gave us and put on this earth for us to use to heal our bodies from the inside out. And we combine those with technology that makes them work effectively. So for me, it was a no-brainer in 3. And when you talk to the medical professionals that exist in this business already, and we're not even a year old, we're not even 6 months old, they exist here already. And they said yes to 3. Why our SAB has doctors that were trained at Johns Hopkins and Mayo Clinic. Guys, these are big, big names. Why our scientific advisory board chairperson is one of the first people to do LASIK surgery. Let's just be real. LASIK surgery in the entire United States. And why our own Dr. Dan has patents under his name and is trained at Caltech is because we are doing things different here. We are giving you big time bang for your buck. We are giving you huge results because we're wrapping that in the best that both of those options on medical science, things like that have to offer. So that's why 3, that's a little bit in the nutshell of me. I'm going to give it back to you, Chris.
All right. I love it. And I love your energy, Lynde. It's awesome. This is incredible. See, all that information right there is so powerful. I can say, like, I don't even need to ask you any more questions because there it is. I mean, you just put it all together just in a ball right there and said, here it is. This is why. This is what we do. This is how we impact people's lives, and this is incredible. I love the information. I think I still want to ask you, a couple questions. What's ways does nutritional technology play just a role in your career, though, or a little bit more about that, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, of course. Well, and this is no knock to any other medical professional or any medical school out there, but guys, my experience is just me talking. When I went to nursing school almost 20 years ago, do not judge me. I'm aging myself right now. When I was in nursing school, I will tell you, we learned less than 3 hours about nutrition. And most medical colleges that teach medical professionals, whether it's a physician, physician's assistant, any of those letters that you guys know, they don't teach nutrition. And I want you to kind of really think about this from an analogy perspective. That would be like if you're going to your doctor and you're asking them, what's the best diet for this XYZ disease process? What's the best supplement that I could get? What's the best that I should put in my body? What's the best nutrition that I should have? It'd be like taking your car to a mechanic, and that mechanic has no idea what kind of transmission fluid is for your car, what kind of oil is for your car, what kind of gas or diesel you should put in your vehicle, or what kind of blinker fluid you should use. By the way, there ain't such a thing as blinker fluid. That's what I mean. Medical professionals in this day and age are not taught about the fuel that fuels our body. We don't know anything like that. And I will tell you, you will typically, those of you guys that are listening that are already like, sign me up, let's go, I'm on board. When you ask, how can I talk to a medical professional? You're going to usually have nurses that are typically more open. Why? Because we are trained to be patient advocates. What does that mean? I'm actually trained to critically think. That means even physicians, like I'm trained to look at their orders and look at things and say, is this the best thing for this patient? Is this safe? And so we are just geared to research, and I'm geared especially to research. I'm a rabbit holer. You tell me to go, I'm going down the Google rabbit brain, right? And what you find when you look at these things is most people are never educated. I will tell you, I never knew that magnesium has been shown scientifically to help blood pressure. I never knew that glutathione is the master antioxidant in your body and is linked, low levels of glutathione is linked with almost every type of disease that you could name. That's just scientific fact. I never knew that quercetin is an anti-infective and actually binds to those little spiky things on viruses and helps your body get rid of it faster. If you didn't know that and you're a medical professional, please, you're in the right place, because I didn't know that either. But these are things that you learn in this business, in this industry of health and actual proactive wellness, meaning you're taking your own wellness in your hands and taking control of it. And that's, I think, why you're going to see so much information here with this community on nutrition and the food that fuels our body and how to detox and how to do all those kind of things so that you put your best foot forward so that you can feel better and look better and just generally have a longer quality of life. Those are the things that we're looking for, right? Everybody is looking for. And so that's why nutrition is so important. And in today's day and age, guys, 92% of Americans are deficient in vital nutrients. Vital means required. 92% of Americans. So when people ask me, well, who is this for? Well, 92% of people. That's like every single person I meet. Because we all need nutrition. So that's huge. It's why 3 is so different.
And you just answered the question that I was going to ask next. What advice would you give people about maintaining their health? And I think you just knocked it out of the park with that one too. So
I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, hey, doing phenomenal. I love the information. Look, I came from a lawn care background. All nutrition and stuff was way over my head. I didn't know much about any of it. But once I started seeing results for myself, I really believed in it. I also believed in what I saw with my family, my kids. It was huge. Let's move right along. Let's bring on like our first guest here. Our first guest is going to be an amazing woman, Mcintosh, from Texas. Kim, are you with us right now?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
I am
Kim, how are
here.
you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you guys?
Doing great. Hey, Kim, would you just give us a little bit of your story and, what product you really seen the hugest result with? We see it right here on the screen, but you tell us your story, please.
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you, Chris. And when I found out that I was going to be on the panel with Chris and Lynde, when I was asked, first of all, super scared and excited at the same time, but honored is what I really want to say. Is I am so honored to be here tonight to be able to share off with the three corporate Zoom call tonight. So yes, when Chris asked me to speak on one of the products, that's hard for me because I take and love all the products. I am an advocate about every single one of them. If somebody tells me their ailments that they have, I'm like, you need this, you need, I mean, I could, sometimes they call me the pill pusher. That my family literally calls me the pill pusher, but it's at least a natural pill. I mean, I'm like, hey, whatever works. But I love each and every one of the products. But tonight I am going to talk about the collagen because right now in the phase that I am in, it has the biggest impact on my results right now. I've had huge results with all of the products, but this is the one right now that if I can tell you a wow factor for me. So right now, this summer I hit a big milestone within myself. I actually hit a couple big milestones, but the first one is the big 50. I turned 50 this summer, and everybody says age is just a number. I tell everyone every day that comes to me about my age, that's just a number because I totally feel that. I do not feel 50. And I definitely, thanks to the collagen, I do not look 50. I have aged backwards in reverse drastically with this product. I used to have um, hormonal cystic acne scars on my face. This collagen has completely diminished those scarring. Uh, but one of the biggest things that I can say and test to right now about the collagen is not only the milestone that I was talking about was my 50, turning 50, which is a big one because, my kids even tell me, Mom, you're a half a century. I'm like, yeah, but I don't look it. So I like, bring it on, let's go. So, but in November, I started a huge health journey and weight loss journey for myself. I know when I'm telling you a huge one, it was a 180-degree turn for me. I had some things pop up in my health that I was not happy about, nor was I happy about where I was at. So I decided I was going to do this the right way. And along with all of these products, and when I told you I love every one of them, collagen was one of them that I did not miss. I have not missed a cycle. I do not miss it. I know this is the one that we only cycle it, but it's in my body all the time. And with a significant amount of weight loss, you see in most people, you see the saggy skin. You call it the turkey neck or the chicken wings. You see that. And I do not have it. I have never used Botox fillers, nothing like that. I'm a natural, all natural on my face, not on my hair because it shows my age. But I have never used anything like that. And the collagen has helped my skin stay taut. And because let's face it, when you lose over 45 pounds, your skin was stretched out everywhere. And when you reduce that, you still have saggy skin, but it's not there. So that is one testament, the major testament, the product that we have in our hand, ladies and gentlemen, it is amazing because you just don't see that significant amount of weight loss without the saggy skin and, the wrinkles and the stretch marks and stuff. It's just not there.
Real quick, it's awesome, Kim, and you look beautiful, by the way. Real
Thank you.
quick, how do you use collagen?
So it's a 10-day cycle. You take it I like it out of the refrigerator. I like it cold because it's my dessert at night. I take it for 10 days. We do collagen cycling. We take it for 10 days and then you're off for 20. So it's a cycling because of how potent it is and how much is going into your body at one time. We get it and your body assess it, and then it assess it throughout the rest of the month.
If you don't mind, Lynde, I'd like to bring you back in for a minute. Why do you think Kim's getting the results that she is?
Hey, of course. Sorry, I had to find the unmute button. So our collagen is really different than everything on the market. And I know you're going to hear this a ton tonight, that things are different. But the biggest difference is how bioavailable this collagen is. What does that mean? It means the way that it absorbs in our body is different than anything you're going to see on the market. For example, most of us are pretty familiar with powdered collagen. If you're going to Costco and getting it, no shame. You just probably aren't going to be able to get it tomorrow because it's only about 20 to 30-ish% absorption, right? And liquid collagen is anywhere from maybe 50-ish, give or take. This collagen is much, much higher absorption. And whoever invited you to tonight's call needs to send you our absorption study. We're one of the very few companies that not only is all of our products listed in the physician's desk reference, which is so huge. We're the only company that's done that. All 6 of these products that you're going to see tonight are available in that reference. That's with every pharmaceutical, every type of product out there. This is different. It means that we've had to have a lab analysis and we've had to have clinical studies on our products, proving the efficacy, proving the quality. So with our collagen, we've actually done studies on all of our products showcasing our absorption. And we're talking multiple times better absorption than anything else you're going to see. But it's not just collagen. The great thing about our technology, melding modern medicine with holistic medicine, is we can combine a lot of things to give you more bang for your buck. So collagen doesn't just include collagen. It has biotin and pomegranate. It has things like hyaluronic acid, which you've never heard of that. It's an actual natural thing. It's what lubricates your joints currently. It also has keratin for hair, skin, and nails. So you're going to hear amazing stories like Kim's over and over and over again.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. And thank you, Kim, for your amazing testimony. It's such great to see you look so beautiful. It's great to see you on. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. And Chris, you are my best friend.
Our next guest is going to be Jessica. Jessica lives in a great state of Missouri. I thought you were in Kansas, my friend. You are in Kansas.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And Jessica, tell us a little bit about your story and your product of choice.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Yeah, it's funny. I live in Kansas City, a suburb of Kansas City. It's in Kansas and Missouri. Kansas City is in both different states there. But I live on the Kansas side now. I'm from the Missouri side. So I am going to share with you, just like Kim said, and it's probably like all of us on here tonight, we really love all the products. Like, it's like picking your favorite kid, right? Like, I have 2 daughters. Picking my favorite, I don't pick my favorite, right? But for tonight, I picked one product I want to just share with you. It's Eternal. I actually call it Jessica Juice a lot because my family, since I've been taking it, they comment on my skin and really talk about that glow. So your skin, like, you're going to have a glow. Like, things I noticed was my skin was really soft. My elbows were really soft. Like, that's one of the things I didn't even think about. And then my hair was thicker, healthier. Actually, Kim's husband made me aware and said, "Hey, my hair's not falling out in the shower like it used to." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're right. I didn't even think about that." So some of these things that happen, you're like not gonna even think about until someone says it at a meeting or says it on a Zoom, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, me too." Also, it gives me energy. It's so funny because it's not an energy drink. There's not caffeine in it. But for me, whatever, all those nutrients that are in there are doing a lot of great things for me. So I take it. I travel a lot, so I love that it's a liquid. It's obviously under the liquid, so you can carry in your carry-on. But I travel a lot. We just got back from Washington. The last Zoom I was on back in June, I was in Hawaii. So I take it with me everywhere I go.
Fantastic. And Lynde, I want to bring Lynde back in for a moment too. So what do you think of Jessica Juice?
Jessica Juice or Eternal. I'm from Texas, y'all. So I these French names I don't do the best with. So just bear with me. So this product is one of my favorites for what it does for your body. If you've never heard of antioxidants, I'm going to ask you to go quickly, jump on Google after the Zoom and realize how important they are for your body. They neutralize and reduce free radicals. This is a big deal. These are the things that roll around in your body, knocking into other cells and cause damage. They can cause things like cancer eventually. And so having something that actually can help protect your body and help with cellular health and longevity is huge. This product, it actually has something called glutathione we talked about earlier, which is the most powerful antioxidant that your body naturally produces. But around the age 26-ish, unfortunately, even though I've turned 26 the last 9 years, it starts to wane over time. This product also has one of the highest amounts of resveratrol that you can possibly get anywhere else on the market. Now, if you've never heard of resveratrol, it's why most of us ladies really like drinking red wine, okay? And I will promise you, you cannot get the amount of resveratrol or even close to the absorption, despite however many bottles you are currently intaking on a weekly basis. No judgments, right? This actual phytonutrient is added into Eternal so that it promotes antioxidant activity. It actually helps protect your cells from aging. Anybody want like a delicious juice drink that protects your body from the inside out? From aging, because that's what Eternal does in a huge way. So there's tons of ingredients in this. It is super powerful. It is actually shown in our clinical studies to be our most absorbable product. I'll repeat that. It's our most absorbable product. So people are currently out there getting glutathione injections, IV injections, because glutathione is less than 1% absorbed typically when you take it orally. Not anymore. The absorption is parts. And so I love Jessica Juice just as Jessica.
I think we can all agree on that for sure. I love that. I love it too. And, I found that my kids love it. And I think that's a big thing too. Thank you so much, Jessica. And thanks, Lynde. What do you, can I just add to that a little bit? Because I do want to hear a little bit about that. And what do you say for kids taking the Eternal?
So I have a 6 and an 8-year-old. My boys love this product. I actually have to hide it from them because it's so yummy. It's like a dessert. But here's why it's really important, especially for my kids. Now, you do your kids, I do my kids, but this is just what we do. This product is so important because antioxidants have been proven in study after study after study to help the immune system, right? And immune system protection and optimization, like making your immune system work better for you, is hugely important. So my kids actually take this in a smoothie with 2 or 3 of our other products. They drink it every other day. They share it. They love it. We don't have to fight them. It's delicious. And my kids, this is just my kids in the last several years have been on no antibiotics, none. And they're school-age children. This is huge. They are like the healthiest kiddos, right? Knock on wood. We don't get ear infections. We don't get those kind of things anymore in our house. Hopefully that stays the same. But I truly believe it's because of what the good nutrition that we're putting in our kids' bodies and our own bodies. So yes, this is one of my favorites for the kiddos.
Heck yeah, I love it too. And, I'm with you on that for sure. So thanks, Lynde. I appreciate that. Let's go to our next guest, which is Julianne. Julianne, you on?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Awesome. I can hear you just fine. I'm so excited to hear your story. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your story and tell us why Violite.
Thank you so much. Well, so I'm the same as everyone else. It's really hard to just talk about one product. All 6 of these products are absolutely lights out amazing, but I'm going to focus on Vitalite, and it's the vitamin pack. One of the things that I absolutely love is the fact that it is a vitamin pack, but these capsules, I mean, they're really small. And I think that's huge. I've definitely taken a lot of other things. But I'm focusing on actually my kids. Really, my story comes from my oldest child. He started experiencing health issues when he was in 7th grade, 12. He's 19 years old now. It has been a really long health journey for us. And it was really his sophomore year in high school when things got really bad. And we went, so many doctors trying to figure out what's wrong, going into naturopathic practitioners. And we did start finally getting some answers. We have spent thousands and thousands of dollars helping him get better and get well. And the last couple of years, I was absolutely determined that he was going to get through high school and he was going to be able to go off to college like a normal kid. And he did that. So he's going to be a sophomore at the University of Kansas. And but he is still on his health journey. What happened for us is that we did figure out, not too long ago, that mold is part of the issue. He does have mold in his body. We purchased a home several years ago. We lived in it first, and we knew we were going to knock it down. And that's one of the cruxes. And fatigue and brain fog can really be a part of having mold in your body. And we have tried so many different things for my son to help him. And the fact is that I started giving him Vitalite, which is the vitamin pack, and he absolutely experienced a huge difference in his energy. And what was really remarkable was also him having to be off of it for a week and coming to me and saying, "Oh my gosh, Mom, those vitamins make such a big difference for me and my energy and my brain fog." And that's priceless to me. And so really thankful for that. Even my younger daughter, we're dealing with some stuff with her. She came up to me 2 weeks ago. We were on vacation. She forgot her vitamins, and all on her own. She's 16. So she doesn't just come out and say stuff. She's 16 years old. And she's like, "Mom, I didn't bring my vitamins up here. And I have to tell you, those really, really work because I feel so much better when I take those." So out of the mouths of teenagers who aren't just going to tell their mom what they want.
That's right. That's right. And I can just I feel your heart on this because I can relate so much to that story. That's exactly kind of what we had been through with what my daughter too was, an autoimmune. And when you talk to so many doctors and you go through all that, you go through so much expense and you go through all this and you're still not getting a lot of good answer, a lot of good results. You don't know what to do next. And so that was the big thing for us. We were like, where do we turn next? So I love it. And I love to hear that. And let's bring it back Lynde in for a moment too, because please tell us why, why is this working so well for her?
Yeah. So Vitalite, and y'all, I'm from Texas, so it's Vitalite in my world. But Vitalite is a big deal because, like I said earlier, 92% of Americans just are nutritionally deficient. And people ask me, why is that? Well, unfortunately, even if you eat super organic, if you go and eat very good Whole Foods, maybe you shop at Whole Foods or wherever you're getting your groceries, your nutrition, maybe you're even growing it. Our soils in the United States are just very depleted. There's tons of research out there showing that you would have to eat 8 of today's oranges to equal the vitamin C content of an orange that our grandparents ate growing up. So our food just doesn't have the nutrition. Did you know the tomatoes? Many of the tomatoes that are actually on sale in the marketplace these days don't even have lectins in them, a necessary component for your body. And so something like Vitalite is so important because it's going to fill those gaps that exist that you might not even know exist. And the big reasons why this is so huge, and you're going to see result after result after result, and you're going to be blown away, like I've been blown away by this product, is number one, it fills nutritional holes. It has all of your kind of essential vitamins and nutrients and minerals and phytonutrients and amino acids. Number two, it's got superfoods, things that we are not eating on a daily basis. Guys, there's 52 servings of spinach. it equals the vitamin content and the nutritional content of that much spinach. Are you eating that today? I didn't think so. I'm not juicing that much. I'm not going to the grocery store that much. Ain't no way, right? The second reason is the gut health component. So this product contains not only probiotics, prebiotics, but also digestive enzymes. Most people in America struggle with gut health. Here's why that's so important. 80% of your immune system cells exist in your gut. In somewhere in your gut, that function is there. And so if your gut health is not on point, you're going to have obvious differences in your health. So the gut health here component is so important. So it really is like a one-stop shop. When we started taking this product, I got rid of 12 different supplementations. It saved me money. If you were to go on the back of the box, which by the way, the entire ingredients fill up the back of the box, and you were to go to Amazon and go add to your cart all of these different things, not guaranteed to be a high quality product, not guaranteed to be a lab analyzed product and a very well tested product, not guaranteed to be in the physician's desk reference, and not guaranteed to be high quality absorption, you're still going to spend probably close to $300. Well, this product is a fraction of that price, right? So it's huge bang for your buck. It's going to give you those kind of results that you heard from Julianne, which is so amazing. We hear them day in and day out. It's why we can be excited. And you're like, oh my gosh, this girl's crazy. It's because I've heard stories like this day in and day out, because this product really makes a huge difference, because it covers so many of your nutritional bases. And that is a huge reason why most people have disease, is nutritional deficiencies in the body. So if you don't try anything, Vitalite is the number one that I suggest with everyone I talk to, because it really does cover you like a blanket, like a nutritional blanket.
And thank you, Julianne. You know, it was great. It was really great to hear how your son took to it, though, because, you know, even for myself, I had put stuff on a product on a shelf or something. If you don't take it, you're not going to get any result, right? So it sat there for a little while, and sometimes getting kids to do it, but when they see the result for themselves, that's a miracle. That's the blessing in itself.
It's been life-changing. It's been life-changing for him. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So great to have you guys on tonight too. And let me go right to this next one here. And there we go. There's our product lineup, guys. That's a product line. We didn't talk about all of them today, but Lynde, why don't you maybe just touch on a couple more, and we can wrap up tonight.
Yeah, of course. So the one is gonna be okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Of course, the technology is gonna go skitsy at the end.
You may have froze.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you now.
All right, here we go. So the top one on the very far right is going to be your ear. This one is specifically blended to promote better immune health. It's not an boost your immune system, especially if you struggle with anything like autoimmune disease or anything like that. You really want it to modulate. It also enhances your gut microbiome, which we talked about, which is so important for the immune system. So if you are a person that doesn't want to get sick or wants to avoid those kind of things, this is a really good one. It is actually my favorite product because as a nurse, I talk to a lot of healthcare people, and this is the number one that I recommend right after Vitalite. The one in the middle on the bottom is called Revive or Revive, depending on who you talk to and their accent. This is your anti-inflammatory blend, okay? Inflammation is one of the biggest precursors to disease, and I'm not saying we cure, treat anything. I don't want the FDA knocking at my door. But this product has ingredients in it like curcumin, which have been scientifically proven, not by Vaseo, not by 3, but like many other people, to show you that it reduces inflammation. And so if you have any sort of recovery needs, this is like your revive up out of bed so that you can feel better, recover better, things like that. And the last one is Purify. It's on the bottom right-hand side. This is your whole body detox. And when I suggest a detox for people, they usually look at me cross-eyed, like, no way, Jose. I don't want to have that kind of thing. I don't want to have to call out of work. I don't want to have to, have a weird interaction, right? This is not that kind of detox. It's a specially blended ingredient that actually helps on the inside out, right? Like, it helps your whole body detox. It reduces and improves your body's ability to eliminate pathogens and things like that, like heavy metals and just toxins through all of your body's elimination pathways, like your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your lymphatic system, and even your gut. So this is a big one if you've ever struggled with anything or you're looking to lose weight. Those kind of things are really important to start on that kind of journey. So detox, the Purify is really helpful. So those are the last three. And I hope that was super informative, and I hope you get started on them today.
Yeah, super informative. Thank you guys. Thank all of our guests. Lynde Turner, thank you so much for being on, and such information, guys. I really hope you guys took a lot of notes. I know I was taking some notes as we were going along, because I'm like, oh, I'd have to be pretty much Popeye to get the nutrition out of that in order to eat that many cans of spinach, because I don't know who does that. Nobody. But so I was taking a few notes on the side here. I just want to thank our guests Jessica and Julianne and my good friend Kim too. Thank you guys so much for being on tonight. And get with the person that invited you. Please reach out to that person who invited you, and they can send you all the rest of the information and answer any other questions. So I just want to thank you, and you guys have a wonderful night. Take care.